Hey everyone, Sam here. Just felt inclined to pick up camera. Just watched a really pretty sunset in the back there. This is Redondo Beach. It's really, really nice here. Kind of wanted to breathe life into a very, very big truth right now. With the person that I'm in a relationship with at the moment. It's funny that when we start to live our lives the way that we really want to and we really need to, and we start to let go of the people that we're just at a different place and a different point in their life, and it's hard to align. You know, it's hard to tell somebody that you love that you're in a place where your mind and your heart is just like rocketing off into the universe the way that it never has before. And so the way that I'm about to live my life it's going to look very different than the way that I ever have before. And I can't explain that. You know, I can't sit here and tell this person that I love so much that, you know, well, this is the way our future is going to look. I just can't do that anymore. Because I used to do that. I used to say, oh, this is what's going to happen. We're going to do this. You know, our life is going to look like this. And then as soon as it didn't start to look like that, that's when, you know, problems started and all the expectations that weren't met. There was a lot of disappointment, you know, on both sides. But I feel like I'm at a place now where the more and more that I speak about the things that I believe in, you know, that all I really have is this moment right here, right now, and I want to try to tune into what my heart tells me to do. So if I feel like there's a problem in my relationship, what a lot of people do is they try to, you know, like, it's almost like, you know, it's just therapeutic to talk it through with other people, either friends or family, to get their opinions or their ideas about, you know, what to make of the situation that you're in. And a lot of people love to give advice. You know, it's like as soon as you give somebody like, oh, I'm in this little sticky mess. How do you like make sense of it? And they're like, oh, you came to me to ask for my advice? Well, here it is. This is what you should do, because I was in a similar situation and I would be very weary of this, and because they did this, this must mean that. And again, it's a lot of projection into the future. It's a lot of projection into not the here and now. And I'm not interested in that anymore. So I don't ask for anybody's advice or opinions. I like talking things through. So I like to, you know, like with people that I trust, you know, I say, hey, like, this is going on in my life. Isn't that crazy? And, you know, and this is how I feel about it. These are the decisions that I'm about to make or that I have been making. And I trust myself, you know, and that's what a lot of people, they look at me and they're like, you're in this situation that's really bad. And you're just trusting that it's all going to work out. It's all going to be okay. And yeah, I really do. I feel like for the first time in my life, I feel like all of the choices that I'm about to make, they are as they should be. And there's no reason for me to second guess myself anymore. And I'm going to stay true to my heart. I really am. And my heart wants so much. It wants to just be loved, be love itself. It wants to see all of the goodness that flows. And I see it in everybody around me. You just like look in their eyes, and it doesn't matter where they've been or what they believe in, how they voted, you know, like it doesn't matter, all of those things. I mean, maybe they kind of matter. But you know what I'm getting at in the grander scheme of things. does not matter who we have been. What matters is who we are. And all that's going to do is give you all the trust that who you are going to be is amazing. And you just let go of fear. It's hard. It's really hard to just trust. And I'm beginning to see exactly how to do that. And it's to just let go of all of my fears, all of the expectations. In a sense, to stop living in the illusion of my hopes and my dreams and actually just start living those hopes and dreams. Just be them. And, you know, it was a little difficult with the relationship thing because I want to be in this relationship with this person. But I'm finding that there are conditions to it, that there are these rules that I have to kind of abide by and follow in order to stay connected. And some of those I'm okay with. You know, there are things that I choose to be okay with. And then there are others where I'm just baffled at how certain things make me feel. You know, like how certain relationship regulations in this culture, in this society, you know, make me feel like I'm either being trapped or I'm claustrophobic or that I can't really be me and I can't trust my own choices and my own decisions. Even the way that I say them is detrimental to the relationship. So if I say something like, I want to start doing what I want to do in every moment, and I don't want to second guess anything, I just want to do it. It's very, very worrisome or very concerning for the person that I'm with, because in his mind he thinks, you know, he hasn't actually tuned into that insecurity in himself, and he's thinking automatically that, you know, I'm going to be duped into falling in love with somebody else, or, you know, or I'm going to do something bad that I might regret. I'm going to say something that I don't mean, and I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to turn into something that he doesn't want me to turn into. And I told him, I said the thing, you know, like, I'm not a little canary that you can just keep in a cage. And there's fear in his heart because he tunes into his thoughts and not his heart. And he's very worried about that there's no trust, that he can't trust me, he can't trust himself, and the decisions that he's making, you know, with me in his life. And it's too bad, because all I want to do is love him for who he is, and I want to start a life with him. That's all I've wanted to do, but I want to do it the right way, which is to do it every day and come what may. And when we feel like we have a problem, if we can approach it in a way where we stay connected and we just get through it, you know, like we don't be the problem, but we just see it for what it is and we get through it. And then we let go of the fear and we just start to trust again that everything's going to be okay. And that all of the choices that we make, they're as they should be. You're right where you belong. And if you just follow your heart and your intuition, you know, there's no room for doubt, there's no room for error and mistakes. And that just depends. Errors and mistakes are, you know, they're like weeds in the garden to me. You know, like a weed is just a plant in the wrong place. It's just perceived to be a plant in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's kind of what our mistakes are. You know, we can learn from them and we can view them in a different way. We can grow from them. And mistakes cause pain in us, you know, I mean, we either blame ourselves or have a lot of guilt, or we shame somebody else for making a mistake. When we thought, you know, like, you're so much better than this. How could you allow yourself to think this way or behave like this? Or put our relationship on the line, sacrifice everything that we've been working towards for this. But that's it. If we're always making heartfelt choices, then the universe is just there to give, you know, just like it is right now. It's giving me this opportunity to just sit here and be in love with all of you for a moment. Be in love with the beach, the sunset, because they are what they are. They don't make mistakes. These things around me. They just are. They're just happening. I'm just happening. I love that. I love thinking about life that way, that I'm just happening. And there's nothing for me to get ready for, you know? Like I'm already here, doing it. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful night wherever you are. Thanks for listening.